linear.
What is the difference between the term ego as you see it and the term...
Well, you see, the ego is supposed to be the representative of the real person. For instance, in the case where B knows of A, but A doesn't know of B,
Yes.
In that case, one would say the ego is more on the side of B, because the ego has a more complete knowledge, and A is a split of personality.
Now, you also use the term self. Would this have a different meaning than, say, ego or...
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. You see, when I say self, then you mustn't think of I, myself, because that is only your empirical self, and that is covered by the term ego. But when it is matter of the self, then it is matter of a personality that is more complete than the ego, because the ego is only consists of what you are conscious of, what you know to be your self. For instance, in our example, B that knows A, and A doesn't know B, B is relatively in the position of the self. Namely, the self is on the one side the ego, on the other side the unconscious personality, which is in the possession of everybody. Very often it's just the other way around, that the unconscious is in possession of consciousness. But that is a different case. Now, you see, while I am talking, I'm conscious of what I say, I'm conscious of myself, yet only to a certain extent. Quite a lot of things happen. For instance, I make gestures. I'm not conscious of them. They happen unconsciously. You can see them. I may say or use words, and I can't remember at all having used those words, or even at the moment I'm not conscious of them. So, any amount of unconscious things occur in my conscious condition. I'm never wholly conscious of myself. While I'm trying, for instance, to elaborate an argument, at the same time, there are unconscious processes that continue, perhaps a dream, which I had last night, or a part of myself thinks of God knows what, or of a trip I'm going to take, or of such and such people I have seen, or when I am at writing a paper, I am continuing writing that paper in my mind without knowing it. You can discover these things, say, in dreams, or if you are clever in immediate observation of an individual, then you see in the gestures or in the expression in the face that there is what one calls an arrière-pensée, something behind conscious, so that you have finally the feeling, that man has something up his sleeve. And you can even ask him now, what are you really thinking? You're thinking all the time something else, yet he's not conscious of it. Or he may be. There are, of course, great individual differences. There are individuals who have amazing knowledge of themselves,